tractor, my trusted friend of steel. You know the exhaustion that I truly feel. The engine is weak now, the paint's worn and thin, but the faith that still drives me comes from deep within. And the roar of the engine becomes my own prayer, tearing the soil and my heart full of care, asking for blessings, for the rain to come down. My God, without your strength, I'd surely drown. How many cold dawns have you seen me through, while the morning was silent and covered in dew, a witness in silence to all of my strain, and my talks with the Lord again and again. You've broken down on me out in the middle of nowhere, but it was right there I fell to my knees in prayer. And the fix that then came wasn't just the machine, it was a touch of your grace, holy and clean. One day this old engine will finally fade, and I'll rest from the choices and mistakes that I've made. But until that day comes, I'll keep plowing the ground with my old rusty tractor. Your praises I'll sound, and the roar of the engine becomes my own prayer, tearing the soil and my heart full of care, asking for blessings, for the rain to come down. My God, without your strength, I'd surely drown. My old tractor, my trusted friend of steel. The land is so dry, it's a mirror of cracks, reflecting the pain that is on my own back. The cattle are thinner, the well is run dry. The last thing I'm holding is hope for the sky. But when the rain comes back, it'll wash the wound clean and bring back the color to this faded scene. I know that God's promise is never askew. The clouds are already coming for me and for you. It's been 6 long months since the heavens have cried, but we hold on to any small hope from inside. A single lone drop or a cloud in the wind is enough for a new hope to begin. My neighbor sold everything and left for the town, said faith cannot fill up your barn when it's down, but faith fills the soul with the strength and a might to endure the desert and continue the fight. This morning I smile smelled something fresh in the air, a scent of wet earth, an answer to prayer. I looked to the sky with my knee on the ground, and the first drop of rain made a beautiful sound. On the wall of the old wooden shed where he worked, a lifetime of lessons, a treasure that lurked. The hammer, the handsaw, the plane and the knife, the tools that my grandfather used to build his life. They don't just cut timber, they don't just drive nails, they teach you a lesson that never will fail, that life must be built with a callous, strong hand, and faith is the sharpest tool in all of the land. The handle he carved on that old heavy hammer fits my own hand now and stills my own stammer. Every strike that he made was to build our own home. Every drop of his sweat was a seed that was sown. He told me with the eyes of a prophet so true, my son, laziness is the rust that gets you. You work with your honor, with God and with might, and the best of your plans will be bathed in his light. Today I hold his hammer and I feel his great strength, not just from the steel but a faith of great length. And I'll finish the work that he started for me, with the tools and the faith that he left as his legacy. There's a river that runs right behind my own land. Its waters tell stories I can understand. It's seen the drought, the floods, the joy and the pain, and in its stone bed I wash my hope in the rain. It's the river that washes the soul, takes the sorrow away. A daily baptism that God sends my way. Its waters remind me that all things will pass. Just have faith in the Lord and you'll finish the race. When I was a boy, my old father would say, this river is sacred, it brightens the day. If life gets too heavy, if the fight wears you down, dive into its waters and you'll never drown. I have seen a brave man cry on its shore, give up all his pain and then settle the score. The current takes with it us in chains and brings back the faith that true goodness remains. I don't need a temple of crystal or gold. My sanctuary is this story of old, where the voice of my God runs so calm and serene, and it washes the wounds of a life that's been made.
The ground is all cracked, dry, a mirror so clear, reflecting the pain that I hold in my fear. The cattle are thin and the well has run dry, and hope is the last thing I have to get by. But when the rain comes back, it'll wash the wound clean, bring back the color to this barren scene. I know that God's promise will never run late. The clouds are already coming to knock on my gate. It's been 6 long months since the last time it rained. We hold on to any small hope we have gained. A single lone drop or a cloud in the wind is enough for a new hopeful start to begin. My neighbor sold everything, left for the town, said fate doesn't fill up your barn when you're down. But faith fills the soul with a strength and a might to endure the long desert and walk in the light. This morning I smelled something fresh in the air, the scent of wet earth, a sweet answered prayer. I looked to the heavens, my knees on the ground, and the first drop of rain on my hand could be found. once was the pride of my entire hometown, the strongest of men for many miles round. But the fall was so great and the landing was hard, and the shame left me broken and emotionally scarred. But it was from the dust of the ground that God made me again. He gave me a new chance, a new life to begin. He lifted my head up, He cleared out my eyes to show that a giant can learn how to rise. The backs that would turn and the fingers that point, look at the strong man, his life's out of joint. I ate the bitter bread of humiliation's great cost, and I saw who was a friend and who truly was lost. In the darkest of nights with no one to hear, I said, my dear God, please come and be near. I don't have the strength to get up from this place, and I felt His hand pulling me up with His grace. Today I am walking with my boots and my hat, but with a soul that's been washed, I am certain of that. And if I should fall, I won't fear the descent, 'cause the ground that I fall on is where I repent.
The suns have barely risen, the rooster has crowed, the hoe's calling me, it's a new heavy load. Some people might think that this life is a curse. To me it's the proof that God's love is diverse. It's the honest sweat that runs down my face, that seasons my bread and gives it its taste. I don't ask for riches, I don't ask for fame, just the strength to be a worker in your holy name. My hands are so calloused, the earth is my bread, each callous a footstep on the path I have tread. I plant the corn seeds, but faith is the grain that sprouts in the heart of a God-fearing man. It's the honest sweat that runs down my face, that seasons my bread and gives it its taste. I don't ask for riches, I don't ask for fame, just the strength to be a worker in your holy name. My body gets tired, my aching back groans, but my soul is rejoicing, my hope's in my bones. This work isn't a burden for those who can see that a hand that is working is a hand blessed by Thee. And at the end of the day, with my body so sore, I thank God that I haven't been tricked by the lure of luck or of chance or of money so fast. My my treasure is the sweat that was born to last.
I once was the pride of this town and this crew, the strongest of men for the whole world to view. But the fall was so great and the landing was hard, and my shame left me broken and permanently scarred. But it was from the dust of the ground that God made me again. He gave me a new chance, a new life to begin. He lifted my head up and cleared out my eyes to show that a giant can learn how to ride. The turnbacks, the whispers, the fingers that point. Look at the strong man, his world's out of joint. I ate the bitter bread of my own humiliation, and I learned who's a friend and a false relation. In the darkest of nights with no one to hear, I said, my dear God, please, I need you right here. I don't have the strength left to get off the floor, and I felt his hand pulling me right through the door. Today I am walking with my boots and my hat, but with a soul that's been washed from the place I was at. And if I should fall, I won't fear the attack, 'cause the ground that receives me is the Lord's holy track. I pack up my trouble, my pride and my pain. Told my old father I'll be back again. I went to the world to find what I had here, and on every corner I lost something dear. But the gate back at home was never shut tight, and my father never turned off the porch light. No matter how far a lost son may roam, there's always this hug from God who is home. I wasted my fortune on so-called good friends, ran into dead ends and then more dead ends. I ate the dry bread that the world baked for me, and the longing for home was what set my soul free. With my feet all bruised and my clothes ripped and torn, I walked back the same road on the day I was born, with fear and with shame for what he would find. Would my father still be loving and kind? But before I could even see the gate from the road, I saw my dad running, forgetting the load. He hugged me, he cleaned me, and threw a great feast. The prodigal son had his soul now released. words left, there's no song left to sing. Just a lump in my throat, just a questioning sting. The heavens seem like they're made out of brass, and my faith is a tightrope stretched over the grass. But the silent prayer and the tears that fall down are the most powerful prayers that reach God's holy town. He understands groaning, a pain with no voice, and in His perfect time He will make us rejoice. I ask for a sign, for a light, for a sound, but the sky stays the same on this dry, dusty ground. The world tells me that I am just talking alone, but my heart knows the truth that is etched in the stone. It's a test of my fiber, my nerve, and my soul, to wait for the answer and not lose control, to believe that His silence is also His care. It's God telling me, wait for me, I am there. My knees are worn out from staying right here, in the very same place, waiting for skies to clear. I don't know what's coming, the day or the hour, but I know that the victory's already in flower.
The old Cherokee told his grandson it's true, a great fight is happening inside of me and you. Two wolves are at war in a terrible fight. One wolf is the darkness, the other's the light. And there's two wolves inside me, at war in my chest. One's full of forgiveness, the other's a pest. They snarl and they bite, and I know in the end, the one that I feed is the one that will win. The dark wolf is anger, envy and greed. It's all of the lies, it's the poisonous weed. It's the pride and the ego that tell me I'm right, and it keeps me awake in the dead of the night. The good wolf is kindness and hope and it's peace. It's the love and the faith that will give me release. It's the humility that brings me to my knees, and it whispers God's truth on the soft morning breeze. So every morning I make my own choice. Which wolf will I listen to? Which has a voice? I starve out the darkness with prayer and with grace, and I feed the good wolf, so he'll win the great race. My neighbor, my brother, my trusted old friend, calls it 3 feet of land our friendship did end. A fence made of barbed wire, a pain and a spike, separated our friendship and turned it to night. But the fence of forgiveness is higher and strong, and today I will tear down this fence of the wrong. It don't matter who's right, it don't matter who's wrong. I want my dear brother right here where he belongs. This pride is a beast that will eat you inside. It feeds on your anger and has nowhere to hide. For years we just nodded as we passed each other by, and the fence of our bitterness grew ever high. Last night I was reading the good holy word, and the most loving message I think I have heard was that my own sacrifice would be in vain if my heart held a grudge and my soul held a stain. I grabbed the wire cutters before the sun's light and went to the fence line to make everything right. He opened his gate and he looked so surprised. I said, please forgive me, with tears in my eyes. The sea of my life began to rage for me. The waves of my fear screamed, it's the end, you see. My tiny boat made of faith and a prayer was lost in the middle of darkness and care. But there is a lighthouse that shines in the storm, a light that reveals the truth, keeps me warm. It's the cross of my Jesus that will not burn out, my safe harbor, my home, without any doubt. Turn me around, whispering lies just to see me go down, saying that God had forgotten my name, that I was a nobody lost in the game. The clouds of my pride came and covered the sky, left me to taste my own bitter goodbye. Alone in the night with no moon or a star, I saw death up close, it wasn't that far. That's when a bright beam of light found its way, tore through the darkness and saved the whole day. It wasn't the moon or star shine
was a wandering cowboy with no direction home, just a saddle, a horse, and a license to roam. I chased the horizon, I chased my own pride, with a hole in my soul I just could not hide. 'Cause a wandering cowboy on a trail of his own is the loneliest creature that ever was known. Until the good shepherd, he found me astray, and this wandering cowboy finally found his way. I drank in the taverns, I gambled and fought, I looked for my peace in the things that I bought. But the more that I ran and the more that I earned, the harder the lesson that I had to learn. One night in the desert beneath the cold moon, I knew that my life would be ending so soon. I fell from my saddle and cried out a prayer, and a powerful presence just filled up the air. He didn't condemn me for the man I had been. He just offered water and washed my soul clean. Now right on his pastures, I'm home on his range, and the love of my Savior has made a great change. The seed in my pocket won't grow on its own, and faith without works is just a dry bone. God gave me two hands, a strong back and a will, to work on this land, on his holy hill. 'Cause I plow the land, God sends the rain, I do my own part to take away the pain. It's a holy partnership, it's a sacred old vow. He provides the miracle, I provide the plow. You can't sit and pray for a harvest to grow if you don't take the seeds and you don't wanna sow. And you can't work so hard that you think it's just you, 'cause without his good sunlight, what can a man do? The skeptic will tell you it's all just good luck when the corn's growing high in the back of your truck. But he don't see the prayer that you said in the dirt, or the faith that you wear like a comfortable shirt. So I wake up each morning and do what I can. I'm a farmer, a father, a hard-working man, and I trust that the Lord will provide all the rest. This partnership with him is what I love best.
worn out boots on his feet, so big for him now, with stories replete of a father who learned how to live and to strive, and who now has so much to teach him to thrive. May these boots walk the earth with true honor and grace. May his faith be the spur that wins him the race. May the tracks that he leaves on this dusty old ground be the tracks of a good man, a good Christian I found.
He looks up at me with a shine in his eyes, wanting to be strong, wanting to be wise. The way that I walk and I talk, it's all true. He doesn't know that I'm a mirror of you.
I pray to God that I'll be a good guide, that my own tired footsteps with yours will coincide, and become a clear map, a safe and sure way, so he can face any hard and tough day. May he learn that his strength isn't in his own size, but in the great faith that can make a man rise. And may these old boots take him farther than me, always in the direction of where he should be. The storm of the century tore through the plain. It flattened the cornfields and brought so much pain. My neighbor, old Jacob, he lost his whole barn, just a pile of splinters, a sorrowful yarn. But we are the faith, collect the hands and the feet. We show up with hammers when life tastes defeat. We raise up the barn and we raise up the soul, 'cause together in Christ we are perfectly whole. Before the sun rose on the very next day, the truck started rolling on up the highway. From every direction the neighbors appeared with coffee and lumber. The future was clear. Nobody asked, how much are you gonna pay? They just asked, where's the work that we're doing today? 'Cause the church isn't a building of wood or a stone. It's the people who won't let you suffer alone. By the time the sun set, a new barn was framed, a testament to a love that could not be contained. Oh, Jacob just cried with a tear in his eye. This is the kingdom of God, way up in the sky.
The baptism water was down by the creek, where the cottonwood trees made a holy mystique. I carried my burden right down to the shore, knew I couldn't carry this heavy weight anymore. The whole congregation gather round. I saw my history standing on the bank. The promise is broken, the chances I sank. The preacher said, brother, are you ready to die to the life that you live beneath the critical eye? I shook off the past and stepped in the flow. Down by the creek, the old man went down. The water came over and washed off my crown. I rose a brand new, blessed by His grace. I saw the Lord shining right on my face. That water is holy, it set my soul free. My sins fell off quickly, they sank like a stone. The mercy of Jesus claimed me as His own. I walked out rejoicing, the sun felt so bright, clothed in His glory, a heavenly light. My heart felt lighter than a feather on air. So I point all the sinners to the place where I found the grace of the Savior on holy ground. It doesn't take mansions or steeples so tall, just a muddy old creek. When you answer His call, I'm washed in His blood, I will overcome. Down by the creek, the old man went down. The water came over and washed off my crown. I rose a brand new, blessed by His grace. I saw the Lord shining right on my face. That water is holy, it set my soul free.
We gather on benches, they're old and they creak. The ceiling is low and the floorboards can speak. No fancy grand organ, just a guitar and a drum, waiting for the Spirit to finally come. We raise up a chorus, simple and strong. Our voices are cracked from the troubles we face, but when we start singing, He fills up the space. We sing about hardship and grace that runs deep. The promises Jesus forever will keep. The noise that we make is a holy sound. We're the back roads roam, singing His praise with us. We send the sun His days, our worship is real. It comes from the heart, we've been washed by His blood right from the start. You don't need a steeple to find holy fire. The man next to me, he's been sober 6 months. The woman beside him broke through all her fronts. We share all our burdens and wipe every tear. We know that the family of God is right here. We find our true strength when we gather to pray. So if you feel lonely and far from the light, come join our old choir on a Saturday night. We'll teach you the song about faith and true love, and the Father who waits for us singing His praise, I will overcome. My life was a hillside, all rocky and rough. I struggled to walk, saying I've had enough. The valleys of failure were pulling me down. The climb of my ego deserved no true crown. I needed a flat road to walk in the light. I tried to climb over the mountains of sin, but I stumbled and fell where the darkness was thin. I dug with my hands to make my own way, but the sweat of my effort just ruined the day. My path was crooked, I couldn't see far. Lord, level my field, make the crooked things straight. I'm tired of fighting against my own vote. I'll walk in your wisdom, I'll trust in your hand. You're the one who can move the mountains of sand. Your power is perfect, it smooths out the way. He sent down His Spirit like a great earthquake. He flattened the mountains for my own sweet sake. He made the rough places all peaceful and calm. He shielded my spirit from every true harm. His grace is the only peace I know. Now I walk on the level, my journey is clear. The promise of Jesus has conquered all fear. I tell every traveler who's struggling to climb, let God move your burdens, don't waste any time. I'm walking His path, I will overcome. The summer was long and the air was so hot. We sat on the porch swing and gave all we got. We read the old stories of prophets and kings, of the power of heaven and the victory He brings. That porch swing was where my life turned around. No fancy degrees or a sermon too long, just simple old wisdom and a spiritual song. My grandma would rock as she opened the Word, said a simple true faith is the most that's comfort. She taught me about the rock where I stand. That porch swing faith is all I ever need. It's grown from simple and honest seed. It's knowing that Jesus is with me. Each day He lights up the road and He shows me the way. It's a truth that is pure, it will always endure. When the troubles came calling and the money was low, she said, look to the sky and watch the Lord show. She never once doubted the promise He made. Her strong, quiet confidence never once swayed. Her prayer was the strongest thing I've ever known. I still hear her voice when I sit down to rest, that a life lived for Jesus is truly the blessed. I tell every young soul that's seeking for truth, find that simple old faith that lives in the youth. I'm swinging with Him, I will overcome. That porch swing faith is all I ever need. It's grown from simple and honest seed. It's knowing that Jesus is with me. shows me the way. It's a truth that is pure, it will always endure. The tires roll down and they kick up the dirt, a cloud of fine dust that never quite hurt. It settles on everything, it coats the old wood, a sign that we live where the journey is good. The dust is a memory of where I've been. I used to complain about the heat and the mess, wish for a clean life with nothing to stress. I want a smooth pavement and a perfect clean ride, but the Lord taught me lessons I couldn't hide. The struggle of living is part of the grace. The dirt road dust is a crown that I wear. It's proof of the journey and answered prayer. I thank Him for trails that are rocky and hard. He's walking beside me, my faithful God. He keeps my soul clean, though my boots are all brown. I think of the path that the Savior once walked, through deserts and valleys where the enemies talked. His journey was dusty, his burden was great. He walked through the struggle to open the gate. His footsteps are the ones I must follow. So I embrace the struggle and the dust on my clothes. It's proof that I'm moving where His river flows. I tell every brother who's looking for ease, the journey of faith is the life that would please. I'm walking with Him, I will overcome. The dirt road dust is a crown that I wear. It's proof of the journey and answered prayer. I thank Him for trails that are rocky and hard. He's walking beside me, my faithful God. He keeps my soul clean, though my boots are all brown. The gate is now broken, the cattle have strayed, the rain washed away all the plans that I'd made. The bank wants its money, the debt's old and deep. It feels like this life is an uphill so steep. But a friend is worth more with a hand you can hold, and a God who can calm a soul that's grown cold, than all of the money the world can possess. Without God and a friend, your life is a mess. said, don't you go worrying, we'll change your bad luck. He gathered the ranch hands and mended the fence. A friendship's the one thing that truly makes sense. My wife brought me coffee, her hand soft and warm. Said, darling, don't worry, we'll weather this storm. And the strength that I feel isn't from my own might, it comes from the love that makes everything right. Some people collect all their treasures and things and live in a prison of fear that it brings. I gather my friends and I plant seeds of grace. That's the harvest I'll take to a much better place. I drew my own blueprints, my plans and my maps. I charted my shortcuts, avoiding the traps. I thought I was a master of the path I would walk, but I just kept on stumbling around the whole block. 'Cause God rides straight with some crooked old lines. He closes the windows and opens new signs. Where I see an ending, he sees a new start. God's plan for my life is a true work of art. That I chose, it seemed so straight and so true, but it led to a desert with no guiding view. It was there in my failure I called out his name, and the crooked line brought me right out of the flame. The door that I wanted and tried to break through was the very same one that would have trapped me in you. God saved me from all of my foolish desires and gave me a victory that never expired. Today I don't make any plans, I just pray. I give up my worries at the start of each day. 'Cause the lines of my life I can't understand, but I know that the writer holds me in his hand. The sun don't cracks the dry and thirsty ground. It's the same that warms me when your light is found. This hole is heavy and the day is long, but in each drop of sweat you make me strong. With the marks on my boots and faith in my heart,
I've seen the dark clouds start to fill the sky. Thought that the coming storm would pass me by. I bent my knees right on that track to see, and the rain that came down only made life sweet. Some people search for the city's bright light. I wouldn't trade this port and the quiet night. Out here I talk to God with effortless clean and the way. When the evening comes and the moon starts to gleam, I thank the Lord for this life, for this dream. My wealth isn't measured in silver or gold. It's in the love of a God that will never grow old.
Some days I wake up and the sky's all gray, and a voice in my head has some terrible things to say. You'll never succeed, you're too weak and too small to give up on this fight, you're destined to fall. But I take out my sling and a stone of a prayer, and I knock down the giant of my own despair. This fear is Goliath, but I'm David, you see. With the strength of my God, I have victory. This giant is doubt, this insecurity, that steals all my joy and my own purity. It grows with each word of offense that is said, and it makes me forget all the things I have read. It points out my errors, my sad sinful past, saying I'll never be forgiven at last. It tries to make me kneel down on the ground, to make me a slave to the fears I have found. But I think of the King who has fought for me now, and on the cross of Mount Calvary the giant did bow. My victory isn't a battle of flesh, it's over the lies that the fear did enmesh. Say a kind word to a man on the street, you help a poor stranger get back on his feet. It seems like a small thing, a drop in the rain, a gesture that's lost and a gesture in vain. But you're planting a seed that's invisible now, don't get to see when it grows or see how. Just do the good work and then trust in the Lord. The harvest of kindness is its own reward.
a friend in despair. You think that advantage right into thin air. You don't see the angel that's sent on its way to bring him the strength to face one more new day. The dollar you give to the church offering plate, you think it's too small to change anyone's fate, but that dollar buys bread for a family in need, and your quiet compassion has planted a seed. So don't ever think that your work doesn't count. It's the small, gentle streams that will make a great fount. God sees every action, no matter how small, and He'll make a great forest from a seed. After all, the sun setting on my own property for the very last time, with a sweet memory. The bank took away what my grandfather owned, and my heart was broken and I was alone. But the very same God who taught me to plant is the God who will teach me again that I can be defeated. Though the land's gone, my faith is not lost. A new day is coming, whatever the cost. I saved in my memory the barn and the shed, every inch of the ground where my own father bled. My life story, my home, and my own sacred place is now only dust that the wind will erase. My dear wife was crying and I held her so tight. Don't you worry, my darling, we'll be all right. He closes one door, but he opens a gate. Our real home is with him. We just have to wait. With the clothes on our backs and the boots on our feet, we started again. Though we felt so beat, with no destination, no home, but so sure that God will provide for us. That much is pure. This life is a journey on a long dusty road, with twists and with turns and a powerful load. There are no good signposts to tell you which way. You'll get lost in the darkness at the end of the day. But I've got the traveler's map right here in my hand. It's a word of my God for this weary old land. It's a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. It protects my poor soul from God's righteous wrath. The pages are worn and they're stained with my tears. It's answered my questions and calmed all my fears. When I'm hungry, it feeds me. When I'm thirsty, I drink. It's the wisdom of ages. It makes a man think. The world tries to sell you a map of its own, shortcuts to glory and a temporary throne. But all of those roads, they lead to despair. There's no living water, no loving, no care. So I'll stick to this old map, my compass, my guide, with my Lord Jesus Christ walking right by my side. And I know it will lead me to that heavenly gate, to my final true home, where my Father does wait.
It's not a cathedral with stained glass and stone. It's a simple old ranch house I'm proud to call home. The roof sometimes leaks and the floor sometimes creaks, but the presence of God makes the enemy weak. 'Cause my house is your altar, my home is your church. I don't have to go on a desperate old search. Wherever my family is gathered in grace, the kingdom of heaven is in this whole place. The kitchen table's the place where we pray. We give thanks for the blessings we have every day. The living room's where we will sing all the hymns, and we fill this old house to the top of its brims. I'm raising my children to know what is true, that a relationship with God is all up to you. You don't need a preacher in a fancy old suit, just the faith in your heart and the spiritual fruit. So let the winds blow and let the storms rage outside. Inside these four walls we have nothing to hide. This home is a fortress, a shelter from sin, 'cause we let the light of the good Lord right in. The horse got so scared, threw me into the grass, and I thought to myself, my life's over, alas. The pain was a fire that burned without end. My own human weakness became my best friend. With a broken leg, I learned how to wait. I saw that in weakness, He makes my life great. I grew stronger just lying there down on the floor than when I was running right out the front door. The months in my bed, just staring at the roof,
I felt I was useless. I had no more proof of my worth, and the field work was waiting for me. And I was a prisoner for all men to see. But it was in this quiet time that I could hear the voice of my God coming to me so clear. I read more of His Word, I prayed more than before, and saw that His plans are what I should adore. Today I'm walking with a scar that remains, a reminder of the struggle that washed all my stains. The leg has now healed, but my soul has healed more by understanding the plans that my Father has in store. I sat at my table at the end of the day to tally my losses and what I must pay. The bill from the banker, the bill from the store. It felt like the wolves were right at my own door. But then I took out a new pen and I started to write a whole different bill in the pale evening light. A bill of my blessings, a bill of pure grace, and a tear of great gratitude rolled down my face. I wrote down the laughter of my healthy son, the love of my wife when the long day is done, the roof overhead and the bread on the plate. My debts were so small and my blessings so great. I wrote down the sunrise that doesn't cost a dime, and the strength in my hands to work one more time. The friendship of neighbors, the cool morning air. The more that I wrote, the less I had to care. The bill of my debts made me feel poor and sad. The bill of my blessings showed all that I had. So if you feel broke and you're losing your will, sit down and start writing your gratitude bill. Sunday, barefoot on the porch swing, hearing Mama's voice when she started to sing. An old dusty song about a river of life, washing away the sin and the worldly strife. That melody rooted deep in my soul. Years went by quickly, I chased neon lights, forgot about Jesus on those Saturday nights. The country church wisdom got traded for cash, and my spirit got broken, destroyed in a crash. I tried to forget
the songs of my past. When the devil came calling with a heavy dark storm, I heard mama's old hand keeping my heart warm. That simple old tune, it brought me back home. It abided my spirit, I wasn't alone. It's a truth that still stands when the world falls apart. I fell on my knees when the memory hit hard, singing those verses in my own backyard. The words that she taught me, they came back so clear, washing away decades of doubt and of fear. The sound of salvation brought peace to my mind. Now I teach my own children the faith that she knew, that an old country hymn can see right through. It doesn't take much to hear the true word, just the memory of mama and the love of the Lord. I'm singing his truth, I will overcome. When the devil came calling with a heavy dark storm, I heard mama's old hand keeping my heart warm. That simple old tune, it brought me back home. It reminded my spirit I wasn't alone. It's a truth that still stands when the world falls apart. My grandpa left me a silver pocket watch. It was heavy and worn, had a small silver catch. It ticked out the minutes of a life lived so true. He walked with the master in everything he'd do. That timepiece reminds me to count the time. The world tells me, hurry, you're running out fast, to chase every moment before it is past. I tried to cram pleasure into every small slot, but the time of the sinner is easily caught. I wasted my days on things that don't last. The old man's watch tells the truth of my days. It reminds me to spend them on Jesus' ways. Don't worry about minutes that slip through your hand. Just walk with the Lord to the promised land. Redemption is time that is true well spent. Grandpa said, son, you can't buy back a day, so give every second to the one who will pay. He showed me how patient the Lord is with me, that a long, faithful life is a true victory. His counsel is wiser than any clock. Now I live in the present, I don't rush the hour. I focus on Jesus and the strength of his power. I tell every friend who is hurried and stressed that time spent with Jesus is truly the best. I'm living his time, I will overcome. The old man's watch tells the truth of my days. It reminds me to spend them on Jesus' ways. Don't worry about minutes that slip through your hand. Just walk with the Lord to the promised land.
Redemption is time that is true, well spent. I woke up again with the taste of the night. The shadow of sin hid the glorious light. The bottle was empty, my spirit was low. The pain in my soul had nowhere to go. I was broken and tired of the life I had made. The liquid I poured promised to ease the great strain, but it only brought shame and a heavy cold rain. I tried to drown the memories and the lies I had told, but the fire of the liquor just burned up my soul. My body was chained to a heavy dark sin. I trade the whiskey for the water of life. He pulled me right out of that awful dark strife. The Spirit of God is the comfort I need. He planted His hope, a salvation seed. His love is the only truth there's quenching now. I knelt by the bedside and cried out His name. The fire of conviction burned out all the shame. He came to the darkness and cleared out the haze, and showed me the wisdom of walking His ways. His forgiveness is stronger than any drink. Temptation that tries to pull back, but the light of my Savior keeps me on the right track. I tell every sinner who's struggling and weak, the freedom of Jesus is the water you seek. I'm drinking His grace, I will overcome. This heart has been a broken track with no clear way of getting back. A heavy load of past mistakes. For goodness gracious sakes, the whistle blows a lonely cry beneath the cold and empty sky. Just a sinner, tired and worn, wishing I had not been born. Then His mercy's railroad line and paid the fare with a love beyond compare. Didn't ask me where I'd been, just welcome this old freight train in. Now I ride a different car, guided by a northern star, on a journey straight and true, painted in salvation's hue. I stood where two dirt roads didn't meet, with blistered hands and tired feet. One way was wide and looked so grand, the other rough and barren land. The devil played a tempting song, said, "Come with me, you can't go wrong." He promised wine and fleeting joys for broken hearts and lonely boys. But I heard a shepherd's gentle voice. He said, "My son, you have a choice. That wide road leads to endless night. Walk with me towards the light." I turned my back on that sweet sound and knelt upon the holy ground. The rocky path felt hard and steep, but held a promise I could keep. Now every step I take is blessed. My soul has found its final rest. No crossroads left to make me stray. I'm walking on the shepherd's way. But I heard a shepherd's gentle voice. He said, "My son, you have a choice. That wide road leads to endless night. Walk with me towards the light." But I heard a shepherd's gentle voice. He said, "My son, you have a choice. That wide road leads to endless night. Walk with me towards the light. Walk with me towards the light." My own two hands are scarred and worn from all the burdens they have borne, from fixing fences, mending gates, and battling against the fates. They've built a home and raised a child. They've been too harsh and been too mild. They've made mistakes and sometimes failed against the storms that have assailed. But I think about the carpenter's hand
palm can't bring my wounded spirit calm. The splinters deep within my soul are things I never can control. So I place my hands into His own, the greatest strength I've ever known, and let the Master's touch renew the broken things I cannot do. But I think about the carpenter's hands that built a world He understands. The hands that heal, the hands that bled, the hands that raised me from the dead. But I think about the carpenter's hands that built a world He understands. The hands that heal, the hands that bled, the hands that raised me from the dead.
River's deep, the current's strong, and I have stood here for so long, looking at that promised shore and wondering what I'm waiting for. My journey's been a dusty road, carrying such a heavy load of things I should have left behind to ease my soul and troubled mind. But He gives me strength for one more day to walk the straight and narrow way. He gives me hope to carry on until the final battle's won. This side of Jordan there is fear. The path ahead is not so clear. There's struggle in the sun and sand in this dry and weary land. But I can see the lights of home across the water's angry foam, and so I'll stand and watch and pray for strength to cross that river someday. But He gives me strength for preacher's daughter had his eyes and a heart that was just as wise. She never stood behind the wood, but taught the gospel best she could. She'd bring a meal to Widow Jones and sit with folks on their sick bones. Her gentle hands and quiet word were the finest sermon ever heard. She lived the faith her father preached for every soul she gently reached. She was a testament, you see, to what a Christian ought to be. Never quoted chapter verse or tried to cure a sinner's curse. She just showed love pure and deep and sowed the seeds the Lord would keep. When folks in town would lose their way, they knew she'd kneel with them and pray, 'cause she knew faith was not just talk, but in the way a person walks. Lived the faith her father preached for every soul she gently reached. She was a testament, you see, to what a Christian ought to be. She lived the faith her father preached for every soul she gently reached. She was a testament, you see, to what a Christian ought to be.
Out in the field, a lonely form, he stands in sun, he stands in storm. With straw for guts and wooden bones, he watches as the farmer groans. The crows all laugh and fly on by beneath a cold and empty sky. That scarecrow's faith is all he has, as season after season pass. And he's waiting for the harvest day, when the Lord will come and say, "My faithful servant, standing true, I've got a better job for you." He guards the seeds down in the dirt, and takes the wind and rain and hurt. He can't complain, he can't run free, he just must be what he must be. And I feel like that scarecrow some, just waiting for my time to come, standing in the field of life through peace and pain. and joy and strife. And He's waiting for the harvest day, and when the Lord will come and say, "My faithful servant, standing true, I've got a better job." The day is done, the work is through, the sky's turning gold and blue. The cattle low, a gentle sound as evening settles all around. I sit and watch the shadows creep, while all the world prepares for sleep. And thank the Lord for what I've got, this family and this little spot. And the last light on the silo shines like a candle in the night, a final warm and gentle hello from the ever-fading light. It's in these moments, still and deep, that I can feel my spirit leap beyond the worry, past the pain, and feel like I am home again. That light reminds me of His grace in this quiet country place, a promise that when darkness falls, His love is watching over all. That rusty windmill stands up high, a lonely cross against the sky.
doesn't choose which way to turn. A lesson that I've had to learn. It waits for winds I cannot see, and trust the breeze to set it free, to do the work it's meant to do, and pull the hidden water through. Lord, let my spirit be that wheel to turn whichever way you feel, to catch your breath and move with mine, and draw your truth into the light. Sometimes it's still, the air is dead, and anxious thoughts fill up my head. I try to force the blades to spin, but that's a fight I'll never win. So I will stand and I will wait, and trust my soul to righteous fate. For when the Holy Spirit blows, a stream of living water flows. Lord, let my spirit be that wheel to turn whichever way you feel, to catch your breath and move with might, and draw your truth into the light. Lord, let my spirit be that wheel to turn whichever way you feel, to catch your breath and move with might, and draw your truth into the light, and draw your truth into the light.
When the field work is finished and the sun disappears, and the night on the prairie calms all of my fears, I pull up a chair on my porch and I stare at the heavenly host beyond all compare. And the sermon of the stars preaches down to my soul of a God who's in charge, who is in full control. They don't need a loud voice to prove that they're real. Their silent old glory is all that I feel.
Each pinprick a light in the dark velvet sky is a promise from God that He'll never pass by. He knows them by number, He calls them by name. If He cares for a star, won't He do just the same?
The moon is a shepherd, the stars are the sheep. He guides them all safely while the whole world's asleep. A celestial choir silently sings of the glory and power of the King of all kings. They've seen empires rise, they've seen empires fall. They watched over me when I've stumbled and crawled. So when I feel small, I just look up above, and the stars preach a sermon of His endless love.
The night was so long and the cold was a knife. The wolf of my own doubt threatened my life. The darkness brought fears and it brought him so near, leaving my path so uncertain and unclear. But the promise of the dawn is so real and so true. After every dark night there's a sun just for you. The weeping may last for a night, it's okay, but joy's gonna come with the light of the King's day. The stars in the sky seem so distant and small. Everything whispered I was destined to fall. The sounds of the owl, the wind's mournful cry, were voices all saying that I was to die. I remember the word that I'd read once before, that the darkest of nights has an end at the door, that the Son of true justice has already been won, and that none of His children